Hello everyone, welcome back. Sorry for the late entrance to the draft. I was sorting out a few things with the casters, with the other streams going on. For those of you who don't know, we've got 3 streams running live. We've got WPC Dota 2 going on Beyond the Summit 2, being cast by Zayuri. I'm casting the Inaugural here on the BTS 1 stream. We've got Group A action underway, MiTH vs Zephyr Game 2, and then of course Star Ladder is well underway. The LAN Finals is going on. Tiebreaker matches, I believe, taking place currently. So plenty of great Dota 2 action is live for you guys across the Beyond the Summit streams. 3 streams going at once. BTS going big in 2014. But guys, we got ourselves a draft here. Sorry for missing most of it. Hello, people in Dota TV. Thank you for guys for buying a ticket. If you want to buy a ticket, you're watching on the stream, it's $1 to support the tournament, to support the SEA Dota scene as well as BTS, and continue our efforts to do more events in the SEA and Korean Dota 2 scene. But for now, guys, let's get ourselves in these last couple of picks here. We got MiTH. They started with the second pick. So Zephyr actually first picked a Mirana, of all things. Why am I hearing pings? Please stop. Please stop pings. Please stop pings. Okay, there we go. We're better off. But Zephyr going to first pick Mirana, which is a hero they run quite a bit of. Sometimes it's Bambo playing in the offlane. Other times it is going to be a safe lane farming Kori Mirana. The big thing is here, there's no Batrider this time for Bambo. So it looks like they're going to go for a different approach to be taking on MiTH. MiTH, again, gets Centaur for GobGB. I feel like giving them Centaur is a bit of a mistake here. Sure, it's never like the big playmaker, the hero that wins them the game, but it's an influential hero nonetheless. Zephyr, though, that respect ban on Lakel's Morphling, like that's some serious fucking respect right there. But hey, we'll see what MiTH come up with instead. It's going to be a Lakel's Naga Siren instead. It looks like, as it's going to be a carry Naga, Keeper of the Light, Sanking support, and a Puck. Last pick for the mid lane, which is probably going to be Arba's hero. As for Zephyr, they go greedy. Oh, do they? Bambo picking up their support jungle Enchantress. Aosin going to be on the Doombringer. They're going to be switching up roles and lanes here, because it sure as hell looks like it. Maybe Aosin just not confident in his jungle play, because as it stands, Bambo's picked up Enchantress. We'll see if they swap things around, which is definitely possible. Maybe they just want to trade some cosmetics or something, which is always a possibility. But we'll get ourselves in into the game now, as we'll see exactly what's been coming our way. Bambo, boots first. He is playing that Enchantress, it looks like. Speaking of cosmetics, he's got a pretty little cosmetic here. Oh, just the wig. Oh, I thought it was a full set. No, he's just got the cute little wig. Sprink. As we will see MiTH on the Radiant side. We'll introduce our 2 teams here. Game number 2, Zephyr down 1-0 in this best of 3. They need to bounce back, and they need to bounce back hard, because game 1, they just got flattened by MiTH. And MiTH, the boys from Thailand, GobGB once again going to be on that offlane center. We've got Arba playing a solo mid Puck. Boombell on one of his signature heroes, the Sand King. Lakel's Naga Siren for him. And finally, TNK playing a hero we don't get to see too much often, and in the support role, it's going to be Keeper of the Light. What is this cosmetic? He looks so weird. I guess it's because I don't have the animated portrait. He's got a little bob on his head. Has he always had this bob? No, it's this little robe thing here, giving him a little hair bob. Is this like some New Bloom Festival thing? I don't know what it is. Teammates recalled 4. It says how many times he's recalled a teammate. That's brilliant. Oh, meanwhile on the dire side, we've got the Americans who live in Korea mixed in with the one old Dutchman. We've got Sexy Bambo playing the support Enchantress, Purge on the Shadow Team, and Kori on the Mirana. And then we look towards the mid lane. It's going to be Blitz playing the Death Prophet, and finally Aosin safe lane farming Doombringer. So a bit of a role reversal here. They get scattered out. MiTH see him coming up towards the high ground. They can even try and punish Bambo. Bambo's very squishy. They're pinging him. They want to go for this kill. They can even bring in the Puck if they need to. For a first blood, it's well worth it. Arba, man, come and help out. They're chasing Bambo, who may have boots, but I don't think he realizes he's being chased down now. Bambo, get out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You got to run, Bambo. You got to try to deny yourself somewhere. Find some creeps. Anything. Uh-oh. Orb afterwards. This Puck is going to chase him down now. Maybe I'd actually scoot his way down here. There's no one to cut him off. Actually, he may get out. Couple tower hits. Illuminate. Ooh, it hits him. One more orb with a couple right clicks. Bambo trying to Chengo his way through. Is there anyone to cut him off? Bambo, these boots, the great escape, it begins now. He's going to need another orb. This is an empty mid lane. Blitz is a free lane. Where's your Naga Siren? Come and cut him off. It's not happening. They're not going to get the first blood. Bambo somehow stays alive. What? What was that? MiTH slightly misplayed it. They scared him away was the big problem here. They didn't want to scare him away. They needed to come in from behind, like when he's picking up a creep. Instead, they scare him away, and with the boots first, Bambo manages to get out of there. He's once again going back into the jungle. Round 2, fight! Bambo wants to pick up a creep. It looks like he will get to do so. They don't scan him out. Boombell's looking at the wrong place. He's pinging out this camp, but Bambo's somewhere else. Takes a bit more damage here, Bambo, man. You can be so careful. He's already used up all his tangos. Oh, I think was that an arrow? Yeah, arrow just went flying. They're going for an offensive trial to try and shut down this Nagasaran, but here comes Nagasaran near the jungle. It looks like they found Bambo this time. There's a clap. Boombell. He's acting like he's on the run. He may turn around and stun in just a second. No, he wants to run. He needs to run. Bambo with boot, you are not getting this kill. And Bambo's still really underleveled. He's finally going to get himself half a level now. Some experience picked up from that creep, and he's now going to look to come in and apply some more pressure here. Very, very weird start to this game. Very unconventional, and I think Zephyr lucky to get away. Oh, speaking of getting away, Arbor at mid. 8 HP. This is where Blitz has an edge because Arbor wasted so much of that first wave chasing around the Enchantress, trying to get that first blood, and not getting the first blood really hurt MiTH Trust. I think Zephyr going to be so happy about this start, and I think they're a little lucky, but at the same time, hey, you make your own luck, they say. The boots first on the Enchantress. There will be a disruption into Arrow. Raquel's taking a lot of damage. Burrowstrike on the Corey. Corey needs to be careful. He's used to leap. He's going to go down. First blood, MiTH Trust. Enchantress comes in, but this Ursa going to expire. Raquel's still alive. The Centaur's actually going here. TP's out. Need a stomp. There we go. They got catch up TNK. Just gets the stomp off in time. But hey, first blood went to MiTH Trust, and it went to Keeper. Yeah, Keeper of the Light. So he picks up some boots. He's got no TP now, and it looks like Boombell actually TP'd himself all the way back home. Blitz having a good time in mid. He's just bottle crowing as needed. He's more than double Arbor CS right now. Needs to be a bit careful as Arbor will dodge a Crypt Swarm. Whew. Heated start to this game. 1 kill apiece, and boy oh boy, are we in for a good one here. Centaur should be having a good time against the Doom. Yeah, 15 CS to the 11 of the Doom. Gets the 1 point in return. This helps him last hit, as well as just trade blows a bit better with the Doom. And they're once again going to scout this Enchantress. Sand says, I see you. Wildwing going to maybe go to look for a Tornado here. If Boombell wants, he can just stun it up, cancel the Tornado. May need to do so if it starts using that. But Bamboo's now going to swing towards mid lane. Blitz, once again, missing a Crypt Swarm. Arbor's been on point with these phase shifts. Not that it's... Unless Blitz is like constantly animation cancelling to try and psych him out, it's fairly possible to be able to dodge most of these Crypt Swarms. Like, you shouldn't be getting hit by them. Sanky, it seems he knows where Bambo is. Oh, Bambo. Okay, he's going for a stack here. For a second, I was like, wait, what are you going to run to the Sanking? Sanking's actually swinging towards top lane. There's Puck. He's really low. Blitz finds a regen rune, and this is Puck in trouble. He's bottle crowing, but Enchantress maybe going to come in a second. The orb should be up in momentarily. Getting this kill will not... Oh, orb on cooldown. Arbor's going to back off, and Enchantress should be going in on this. Has the boots. Arbor... Uh-oh, there's a salve coming out. Arbor now in trouble. Phase shift. Clap not going to land. Arbor, one right click. Needs another. Needs an orb to the high ground. Won't get it. Enchantress gets another kill.
I wasn't fond of you.
Well, I gets his first kill. The first one just an assist early on. Bamboo taking a bit of damage, but now the Exorcism going to come out. Blitz wants the tower. Puck back in 10 seconds. This tower going to get glyphed up. I think it should be... Oh, wow. That's a kill top. We saw the Sand King rotating earlier and gets a kill with the help of the Centaur. This tower should be kept alive, I want to say. Puck doesn't have TP money. He's probably asking his teammates for a TP now. He needs to get back to this tower ASAP. TP being pinged. There we go. It's going to get it now, and a Blitz pops the regen rune. Exorcism out to wear. If he won't get the tower, but he gets some good damage done. Arbor. Don't have to worry about a Crypt Swarm coming in just a second. Looks like Enchantress maybe rotating once again towards this mid lane. Has a Centaur.
Healing power.
I'm going to just pop a heal completely out of mana's Bambo. I think he almost has to go back to Fountain at this rate. Well, at this point even. And Centaur's now level 6. AO has to be very careful at top lane. No mana right now for a Hoof Stomp, but once he has that mana, and he's got it very shortly, I think Aosin could be in trouble. Sanking ready for another kill. Smoke's actually towards mid lane, maybe. Here comes the flank on mid lane. Arbor, he's got orb in 2 seconds. Should orb to the high ground. Gets Centaur stunned. Gonna get Crypt Swarmed as well. He gets brought down. Didn't get the orb to the high ground in time. And Bambo gets another kill for his team. Sanking, man. You see this Enchantress? This is yours. No? They want to go for Blitz instead. This is a better kill. But Blitz is going to get the tower. So he gets the tower first. There's going to be a Stampede. Illuminate with a Burrowstrike. Sanking gets the kill on Blitz. It's worth the kill there, but getting the tower, Blitz will be pretty happy with that one. He gets himself Phase Boots, Bracer. Looks like he'll be going for like a Phase Drums type build. That's Centaur's mana gone as well, so no Hoof Stomp for him available in this top lane. Very bizarre start to this game. I would describe it as. They've done a good job preventing Lakel's from getting farm at bottom lane, so they've shut down the main MiTH Trust farmer, but the Centaur to me is the one hero who's gone completely away with murder at this top lane. He's made so much out of this off lane. He's asking for a pause. Gob GB. He had a disconnect problem in game 1, but it looks like he's going to need another pause coming out here. It's 3 kills apiece here in game number 2 of this best of 3. And we'll see what's going to be coming out in just a second here. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in to watch some good old SEA Korean Dota. Zephyr, unfortunately, off to a bit of a struggle here, but hey, still plenty of time. Oh, well, in game 1 at least. Game 2. Give Zephyr a small edge. They got the tier 1 tower. Blitz is doing really well in the mid lane, and I'd say 2 of the 3 lanes being won by Zephyr. Corey farming well, that's for sure. He's up to 28 CS. It's actually the Centaur leading the farm charts. He's almost got a Blink Dagger. Boy, oh boy. Ursa Clap going to come out here just to harass Gob GB a little bit. That's a bit of a worry when this Centaur's going to have such a fast Blink Dagger. This is a 7-minute blink. And he may be calling for a gank up top, saying, look guys, I'm going to have a blink. This Doom's an easy kill if I just get one more hero up here. Puck, though, is being crushed at mid. No level 6 yet. Death Prophet's what? Level 8. 3 levels ahead of Arbor. Arbor's just had a miserable time at mid lane, and it all started with the chase onto the Enchantress. He lost mid lane because he was chasing the Enchantress around the jungle. Didn't get the first blood. If it wasn't for that, we'd be looking at a different game, I feel. Centaur picks up the blink, but it should be immediately spotted by Zephyr as he doesn't hide himself with the Blink Dagger. And Arbor now has his bottle. Looking out for boots as well, but he's still not even level 6, so... Well... Sanking. Burrow strikes his way. Sandstorms his way into the jungle. Whistling that oh so familiar tune. Just going to try to get that Blink Dagger up from Boombell. He's up to 1200 gold, so... While 2 of the lanes going well for Zephyr, you look at the heroes that are doing well. It's a Centaur with a Blink. A support Sanking who's actually going to have a pretty fast Blink Dagger. Maybe around the 10 to 11 minute mark. So I think Zephyr is still not out of the clear just yet. Stampede forward in mid lane. It looks like they want to go on Blitz. The Dream Call Stun is there. The Hoof Stomp actually out of mana. They're not going to get this kill. Blitz should be fine. He's got the phase boost. He's going to find an Invis as well, but nope, Lakel's is there. Steals the Invis. Blitz going to get instant up. There's a Riptide and a double edge as well. That was unfortunate that the Naga Siren just happened to be there. I thought Blitz was in the clear. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it looks like Mirana gets a kill and keep it light. There is a return Burrow Strike going out on Purge, but Boombell's the only one there with any firepower, or the only one there at all to begin with. Lakel's now invised up, and he's now going to swing his way towards top. Tier 1 tower still alive, and we'll see if he looks to set things up here for his team. No level 6 just yet. May just try Riptide and run, and with the creep wave. If he draws the aggro from the creep wave, he can keep this tower alive, but he's actually waiting for teammates to drop Keeper of the Light. Has to deal with this Ursa here. Actually, nope, Ursa going to expire. Illuminate should be getting proc channeled in just a second. And it looks like they're not going to go for a fight. Lakel's just going to take the farm after the Illuminate. Juices things up. Chakras himself, man. Lakel's is like, dude, I need some mana. Hit me up. Bambo picks up his favorite item in the game. He got one on a Bat Ride, he'll get one on an Enchantress. Get some MiTH for himself. Oh boy. As oh, sorry about that, guys. I just had someone something important message me, but we're good to go. It was another kill. Actually, that was Shadow Demon caught out the bottom lane. Sanking getting a kill there. No Blink Dagger for him. That now he's going to go back to his stacks, and level 2 Burrow Strike should be able to get to work on this next neutrals. With the help of the Centaur, he gets another kill for his team. Blink for... Oh, Centaur. Misses the initiation. Unfortunately for Centaur. I don't know if that's a kill, but I think he's just looking for some casual harass here. Arrow going to actually get flowing. Hits Gob GB. Corey, not going to go for the leap forward, I don't think. There's a Stampede still available. As we see more spam coming out. Zephyr trying to make the most out of this good Death Prophet start for themselves. He's going to be picking up a drum in just a second now. Looks like he's got it. And with Exorcism, he wants this top tier 1 tower. Already very low. Naga Siren has Song of the Siren available. And it looks like the Kells is just going for a straight up Radiance Rush. No mana regen whatsoever. So there's no bottle. There's no Ring of Aquila. There's no drums. But I guess with the mana from the Keeper of the Light, the Chakra, maybe he thinks he can get away with this. Right now, though, as it stands, Zephyr going to get themselves another tower, it seems. Is there a recall coming in? Nope. No recall being used. Just an Illuminate. This tower going to go down. Aosin and Blitz team up for that one. The Glyph not going to prevent it going down. It looks like Lakel's now Gonna just find a bit of an empty lane at mid. He needs to just find farm wherever it's available. So Zephyr with a much closer game too. And they lead by 4k gold. Experience not so much in their favor, but they've been getting towers here, which is where the big gold lead comes in. And they're maybe going to find a pick off here at the top lane. No, keep it like well away from any aggression. This is one thing Zephyr lack, is initiation. Speaking of initiation, plenty of it on the Radiant side. They're going to catch up Corey here. The Stampede being used, the Moonlight Shadow not going to make a difference. Corey goes down anyways.
Dire's middle tower is under
With a nice blink initiation from the Centaur. The Puck's there to back him up with a Dream Call as well. Top tier 2 tower though, being sieged. Blitz of Exorcism means it probably will be kept alive for now. Puck just picks up some treads. So not even worrying about getting a Blink Dagger up as early as possible. Another Illuminate just being used to try and stall these pushes. And the problem is they can't jump this Keeper alive. They haven't got any clockwork, any sort of blink initiator to try and prevent him going down. But Bamboo says, let's just man up. We can just chip this tower down. We got the mech up on the Doom. TP coming in. This is a Puck. No Dream Call though. Should be A-okay. And the problem is now Sanking has a blink. This is something which, if not scattered out, could cause Zephyr some problems when they go for these tower pushes. Zephyr just going all in for towers right now. Where's that drums man? Oh, I guess he's going to have it back at base. Or has he switched tack? Yeah, it looks like he's switched tack and is going for a Yule Scepter. What to say? You don't need Robe of the Magi, so he's going to have drums and part of a Yule. So he picks up the robe for the drums, and then he picks up a Staff of Wizardry, but he still needs his drums recipe. Okay, gets the drums, has a Staff of Wizardry, and yeah, there we go. This makes sense. So we'll go for the Yule, phase drums, Yules. Tons of movement speed, tons of mobility. There's Blitz is now level 9, so still just a level 1 Exorcism. Once it's level 11, may even see a Roshan attempt. You could do it with the level 1 Exorcism. You get some arrows, you have a Doom with a mech. He can come in and help tank things up as well. Aosin with Arcane Mech here, so he's in a pretty good position. He hasn't actually had a chance to use Doom the entire game, though. I'm not sure if that's something which is going to cause Zephyr any concern. He needs to make sure he's coming in. There's a Blink Stampede forward. I think Blitz actually dodged the Stampede slow, because he did not get slowed up by that one. Purge steeping in, potentially just making sure he's there if needed for defensive disruption. Centaur now going to get Demonic Purge. Purge using the Purge. Blink, Epicenter. Blitz taking a lot of damage. The Puck, all four is going to kill off Blitz. Now the Dream Call comes out, only gets Purge. The Enchantress Heal not doing enough. Blink Hoofstomp going to catch out Corey with a double edge. This is Corey dead as well. 3 heroes take a fall. Zephyr just getting out team fought here, because I think that was a bit of a misengagement from the Centaur, but the second attempt was much better. That one was Boom Bell. The Blink Dagger on the Sand King, I think, completely catch Zephyr unaware. They couldn't bring in Aosin in time. He wasn't there with the mech. The Doom wasn't available as well. And without Aosin, it's not a fight that goes well at all for Zephyr. Not to mention the entire time Lakel's is farming, working on that Radiance of his. He's now going to maybe get a tier 1 tower. And with that, we look at a very fast Radiance. Lakel gets the tower last hit. That's Relic from him 100. So probably like a 17-minute Radiance. Which is good, considering he's just rushing it with not even a bottle. It's kind of like the time you'd want to expect to get it at, but he did have a tough lane. If you look at this game alone, 17 minutes is a good time for his Radiance, considering how much of a rough time he had in that bottom lane. Well, Zephyr now making a move towards his bottom lane. They've got a second drums up on Corey as well. Nothing really wrong with stacking the drums. The aura is actually pretty small and insignificant. It's a 5 attack speed and 5% movement speed aura. That's like... it's nothing. It's actually the actual charges which are really nice, because they give you a full 10... That's like the 10% movement speed and 10 attack speed. As well as all the stats you get from it. They're going to initiate here on Purge at the bottom lane. Arrow going to hit Boom Bell. Is there going to be a Blink Sun to follow? It's going to catch out 3. No follow-up damage though. The Doom not being used just yet either. The Stampede using a disengage. Tons of AoE damage being cast out. The Illuminate helping that. Doom not being cast here. It looks like Keeper Light is stuck. They know he's here. Boom Bell as well has a Burrow Strike. They're not checking it out though. Boom Bell blinks to the side. It has to have a Burrow Strike available, and with Blitz having Exorcism, so it looks like they want to go for this push still. Oh, Keeper man, you could be so careful. Boom Bell, Epicenter not up. He can blink and Burrow Strike, but it's too far away from it now. He blinks even closer. Bit by bit, he's making his way towards his bottom tier 2 tower. Now the Exorcism comes out. It looks like MiTH are happy to trade. They get a tier 1 tower. Possibly 2, probably not 2, but even if it's just the one tier 1 for a tier 2, that's okay for them, because they're still working on this Radiance. That's their big timing, and that was a really weird engagement bottom lane. I'm surprised Zephyr didn't actually scatter any of these heroes. It was close. Like, they never checked for that Keeper. Why did they not go down and find Keeper? He even threw an Illuminate from these trees, and they still didn't go and kill him. I'm surprised he got away with that. He just got away with murder. That was bizarre. Zephyr now going to look to maybe smoke into Roshan. I don't think they need to smoke for this one, but they'll go in nonetheless. No points in the Untouchable. This will not be an easy Roche. No Exorcism, no Untouchable for the Enchantress to take. This will be possible, but just a bit of a slow slugfest. If MiTH do make their way and figure out what's going on, they can contest this, but I guess the smoke was necessary to avoid this ward, so it keeps MiTH guessing a little bit, but here we go. MiTH coming nearby. They've got a blink on the puck as well as the Sand King. Pings towards Roshan are there, and this slow Roshan without the Exorcism is definitely something that they can contest. All from the puck goes in. They see just how low Roche is. Shadow Demon on the high ground here. They may blink in Epicenter. Oh, he gets a disrupt off. Great play from Purge. Sand King gets stunned up by a 5-second arrow. Who's going to get the Roshan? Centaur snatches it. He takes it now. Shadow Demon going to get the kill on the Sand King there. That's going to be a Doom going out on the puck. Puck takes a fall. Illuminate goes through, catching out 3 heroes. MiTH have lost 3, including an Aegis. Centaur is there. Blink out after the respawn. It's going to be just a hoof stomp from him, and it looks like he's as good as dead. May look for a suicide. Not going to happen. I say suicide because with the Soul Catcher on himself, you can get a suicide with the Double Edge. I realize normally you cannot suicide with Double Edge, but with Soul Catcher you definitely can. And that was so close to working out from MiTH. Purge was the hero of that fight. Kind of hiding in the trees. The puck orb should have scouted him out. He got the disruption, cancelling the Epicenter. If that doesn't happen, Sand King, Epicenter, Burrow Strikes, and it's a lost fight for Zephyr. But not only does he get the disrupt off, Mirana follows it up with an arrow, hitting the Sand King. He doesn't even get to use Burrow Strike the entire fight. They needed... If he doesn't get Epicenter off, it's one thing, but not getting a single Burrow Strike off was another disaster in itself. Now we see Boombell just look to stun forward. Actually, Arbor trying to follow this one up. They're trying to focus down Bambo, but it's not going to happen. And now it's going to be a tier 2 tower taking a fall. Zephyr do not have Aegis, but they've sure got a whole lot of firepower right now. Aosin with the mech now picks up a Blink Dagger. Going to be picking up a Maelstrom on the Mirana. Bambo's close to an Aghanim Scepter completed. And Blitz, 600 gold with the Phase Yules and Drums. Game 2 going so much better for Zephyr. They've got themselves a 7.5k gold lead. A small experience lead. I can see MiTH, they've still got this really scary looking team fight. They're getting kills. The kills is giving them the XP they need. But right now they need to start catching up in farm. And that's going to start with Lakel's Radiance, which he's now completed. Probably rushes the Boots of Travel next, and he'll just be sending those illusions all over the map to farm. As, well, he's taking over his own jungle for now. We'll make his way down bottom next. All the tier 2 towers except the top one are alive for the MiTH side. And they're trying to take a fight at this top lane, or at least try and push down this tier 1. It's very low, but at the same time, there's only 3 MiTH heroes here. And, oh, Corey. Ooh, he thinks about the courier. He's not going to leap after it. Looks like there's going to be a blink stun. Boombell gets caught up, and there's a puck. Waning Rift. The Silencer's there as well as a Stampede. I think MiTH decide we want to run. Aosin, is he going to doom the puck? Does do so. Hoof Stomp's there. This may be enough to save the puck. Puck's still on the run. It's going to get used up by Blitz. They should be able to follow up with a Crypt Storm. That's going to be a dead puck. Nicely played from Zephyr. They've got 1 kill. They're looking for a second here on Gob GB. He's on the run. Aosin needs to be careful. A Hoof Stomp Double Edge could seal his fate. Clap is there waiting from Aosin. Gets silenced up now as well. An easy kill. Second kill going the way of Zephyr. Blitz picks it up with the Crypt Swarm. And now with this, I think Zephyr pushed to tier 2. Can they even think about pushing high ground? They've got Exorcism up. This tier 2 should be able to... Oh no. MiTH are going to fight this. They've got Epicenter. Sand King's in the trees here. Keep it light will throw 1 Illuminate. This maybe is going to force out the mech from the Doom. Oh, the mech's on cooldown too as well. Here we go. Is the Epicenter coming? He's trying to move forward and get the Yules on the Keeper. It's not... Oh! It's going to happen. No arrow to fall. Looks like Keeper should be okay. Is the Epicenter being cast? Blitz is so low. Sand King hasn't used it just yet. Keeper Light gets caught out. Epicenter. There's no blink. He's used the blink just to hide in the trees. There's going to be Epicenter now. He needs to Burrow Strike 3. He gets Blitz though. Nicely played from Boombell, taking a lot of damage. Blitz gets kept alive with a nice defensive disruption. Blitz now going to heal himself up a bit. The mech is there. They kill Sand King and Puck. Great team fight from Zephyr. They're not done. They're pushing high ground. Blitz says, I've still got Exorcism. Let's go, boys. Onto the high ground they go. And tier 3 tower now under attack. MiTH are just playing these team fights so sloppy. Sand King needed a blink. Epicenter Burrow Strike doesn't cut it because you need the Burrow Strike to hit more than one hero. You need to hit not just Blitz, but the Shadow Demon as well. Oh dear. Are they going to kill a Blitz here? The Yule Scepter is there. He needs to defensively use right away. Oh, no chance. Defensive Disruption is there, though. The Dream Call going to catch up for you. They've lost 1. Should lose 2 right off the bat. They lose the Death Prophet as well as the Enchantress here. Now the Retreat is there. Sand King going to find a Burrow Strike through. Aosin's invised up for a second. Will be brought down regardless. Now the chase is on. Looks like there is detection here. Dust up on Purge. They're going to get a 4th hero. 5th is Mirana, who's TP'd out, so Zephyr overstay their welcome, and that is an expensive loss there. That was a Radiance Naga Siren coming in and cleaning up with a nice Song of the Siren Step, and that's something Zephyr could not afford to have happen. I feel like their draft have to play this one perfectly, and that one team fight, they had a 10k gold lead, and it's going to suddenly become like a 6 to 7k gold lead, because MiTH will get at least a tier 1, maybe even a tier 2. But I think MiTH are lucky. They played that fight so poorly.
fallen.
Sand King should have been able to get an epicenter. You blink in, and then you burrow strike through. You want to catch out Blitz as well as the Shadow Demon who was sitting behind him. The problem was he had to epicenter burrow strike, and the burrow strike only reached the Death Prophet. You need the 2/3 hero burrow strike that a blink dagger gives you, and it just wasn't there. That was so costly for them. Not to mention Keeper Light getting caught out. Blitz made a really smart play, diving past the tower to catch out Keeper Light with the Yule Scepter. If he doesn't do that, if they just push the tower traditionally, Keeper Light gets another Illuminate off, and they kill them. They probably get a kill there with the Blink Burrow Strike Epicenter from the Sand King. So a lot of it was set up by Blitz's aggression there. So really nice play from Blitz, but still, they get punished in the end by just staying too far too long. Purge coming up big on the Shadow Demon. Some clutch disruptions this game. The 4v5 is over though. With Naga Siren showing up to some of these fights, it's all of a sudden looking a lot better for MiTH. And this Naga up to 2.7k gold. Looking at some of these net worths, Naga Siren has overtaken Blitz on the Death Prophet. And Zephyr don't really have a true late game carry lineup. They are building Corey to be somewhat of a carry here. Gone for the Maelstrom. Looks like he may go back for a BKB, I want to say. Like Maelstrom Deso, nah. But Maelstrom into a BKB against the magic damage of a Centaur, Puck, Sand King, Keeper Light, hells yeah. TNK will throw an Illuminate here in the front lines. Knows that another push is coming. This tier 3 tower already low. And I think Zephyr feel pressured to keep going for these pushes. Blitz is leading the push and just taking whatever they can get here. As Enchantress just takes a casual creep. And one good thing Zephyr have going for them is you can enchant Naga Illusions. These Radiant Illusions can be taken to fight for you. Another Illuminate going to go through. Blitz going to pop the ultimate. The Puck Orb goes through. His backdoor protection still there. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it's been dealt with. So they can get this tier 3 tower now. Gets cliffed up. Meanwhile, mid lane, it looks like Lakel's just trying to get this tier 3 tower for himself. Backdoor protection now over. They've got to go in and they've got to go in soon. Sand King smoked up. Just a level 1 epicenter. Where's that? Backdoor protection? There we go. It's online. That's not going to work. They need to spam these creep waves before they get on the high ground. Like Illuminate, I guess, plus Puck Orb has to happen to the creep wave. And they're going to smoke up. No Exorcism available now, so I don't think they want to try and push the high ground. MiTH is going to go forward. They say, let's jump. Centaur actually gets revealed. It's a 4 stuff away from Purge. They see something's up here and there's no Exorcism. This is a risky fight. Blink in with a Doom here. Can they go on the Naga Siren? Doom is there on Lakel. 2 Impediments. It's going to be a lot of damage for him. Minor Leak on Aosin. There's their AoE combos. MiTH have taken out 2. Blitz now on the run. Have they got detection for him? He's been dusted up already and it looks like he may be in some trouble here. Naga Siren. Doom. Oh, the last Doom tick kills off the Naga Siren. Nice hoof stop from Aosin. Catches out 3. Blinks to the side now as well. I think he's going to be kept alive. Blink after. Oh, the chase is on. Can Centaur keep up? That Naga Siren died up here to the last Doom tick. He had 20 HP with 1 tick left, and that last Doom tick just killed him off. That was some poor luck for your Naga Siren. If he survives that fight, it's a big victory for MiTH. But in the end, I think it's much more of an even trade with Zephyr escaping 3 heroes combined with a kill on the Naga Siren. It's a 2-for-1 trade, but I think Zephyr are going to be okay with that considering the hero kill they got. MiTH now have a gem on their side though, and that's one way of dealing with Miranda Moonlight Shadow. And a much needed pipe is being built from Aosin. That's what they need to push high ground. They need to be able to pipe not just their heroes, but the creep wave. The creep wave's getting blasted down by Illuminate plus Puck Orb, and then the push is over. Keeper working on a mech for his team, and once the mech is up as well for MiTH, I feel their team fight gets a whole lot scary as well. Most importantly, I think they need the Sand King level 11. Boombell has not been getting much experience. He's not been actually, I guess, just hasn't been there for the kill finish offs because that's what he really needs, I feel, to actually be able to get that next level. And uh-oh. Aosin caught out with a blink stun. The Sandstorm's there. There's no chance for a blink out. Aosin looks as good as dead. He can mech, but it will only delay the inevitable. But very aggressive play there from him. And he got scattered out going in the jungle, it looks like. This Observer Ward, as well as this one, both scouting the entrance to this Radiant jungle. So they see what was coming. Looks like Naga Siren got recalled back and will farm this bottom lane. Should send off these illusions, farm up 1 camp, 2 camp. This big camp actually gets blocked from respawning, but there's plenty of farm here to be taken by Lakel's. As he send this illusion, Mud Golem's going to be no fun though. So we'll send it towards mid. As Lakel's gets himself up to 9 gold. Mantisel coming soon as Blitz buys a Heart of Terras for himself, so he's getting really big and tanky. Zephyr's timing though. They haven't got Raxes before 25 minutes, and I feel like that's a bit of a worry for them. Their late game is not as scary. They will have a BKB soon on Corey, which will help them out in a team fight. And with the Heart of Trask on Blitz, I feel like this is their kind of last big timing. This BKB and Pipe pickup. The BKB for your Mirana and the Pipe for Aosin. This timing has got to work for them. And I feel like they need at least one set of racks before 30 minutes. If they don't do that, I think MiTH Trust, their late game is going to start getting scary. With the Naga Siren split push, with the big AoE combos of the Sand King, Centaur, Puck, Keeper of the Light, Zephyr really need mass BKBs, and Aosin going for a Pipe, I think it's the right call, but it also means he's not going to have a BKB anytime soon. Enchantress needs a BKB as well, and I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Actually, there is an Ogre Club. Okay, I was about to say, like, if there's no Ogre Club, he's in some trouble, but he's got the Ogre Club, so that's a bit of gold towards his BKB. Good to see him actually going for a BKB this time. No Dagon Enchantress builds after his Dagon Midas Batrider last game. Mikkel's now Manta style online, so he's starting to get bigger and scarier. Probably see Heart of Tarask maybe next, just to make his illusions tankier. Lincoln Sphere is still okay as a later game item, but I think the Heart or Butterfly, even Diffusal Blaze, these kind of like your late game 6-slot items. As Zephyr now going to smoke towards mid. Puck is there with a gem. Puck should scatter him out in just a second. Blink's away. Blink and Burrow Strike escape. They say, look, we're not in position to fight. Is there going to be a recall on this Naga Siren? Doesn't look like it just yet. They're going to catch up this Keeper of the Light. No Force Staffs available. Disruption's there, but they may want to save this to be used defensively. No Purge as well. Blink forward here from the Puck. Just going to scare off Blitz with a Waning Rift. And they bought time. Now the creep sweeping comes from Naga Siren. He says, look, you guys are not pushing this mid lane because you've got no creeps there. Just 2 creeps, and you're not pushing high ground with just these 2 creeps. The push and the fight's over for Zephyr. They've got to fall back. They can go for Roshan if they want to, but I imagine MiTH Trust would look to contest that. No reason not to.
Top tower is under attack.
Now a recall up top. They'll bring the Naga Siren back home, and this tier 2 tower being pressured. Bambo takes an illusion, but that illusion will expire soon enough. As we'll just use that for as long as possible to push out some of these lanes. But Bambo, BKB, he's halfway to it now. That's good news. And MiTH Trust actually smoked up. They haven't got Naga Siren with them, but the beauty of this Keeper of the Light pick means you can recall him anytime there's an actual big team fight coming your way. And the recall going to be up in 1 second now, so he can ulti in. Oh, Bambo's caught out. They'll stampede in. They'll use everything to make sure Bambo goes down. Arrow going to come flying in as well, but not going to buyback from Bambo. That's a bit of a hasty buyback. Very unnecessary. Blitz needs to be careful not to get caught out top lane. He actually reveals himself. Centaur says, uh-oh, looky here, guys. Can we kill this? There's a TP. Hoof stop. Oh. That was like 0.1 second away from stopping the TP. That was so bloody close. And I'm not sure, I'm not for certain they kill him, but I imagine they do, because once they've stopped the TP, Sand King's close enough. Keeper of the Light comes in with Mana Link. Puck's nearby as well. That was so freaking close to a kill there on Blitz. And if he dies, Zephyr aren't getting this Roshan. A lot of other things are not going Zephyr's way. This tier 2 tower going to go down regardless. We'll have to see if MiTH Trust catch wind of the Roshan, which is going down. Once again, like last time, Roshan very slow and hard to bring down. MiTH Trust going to bring the tier 2 tower. MiTH Trust force the issue. At the base, if they realize Roshan's going on, they can just try push high ground. It looks like they may figure this out. They're still near this top lane. Lakel's is at least. His team can make their way towards Roshan Pit if they want to. Purge is once again positioned in these trees. We saw last time a hero disrupting to save his team around the Roshan Pit. Scouting things out with the poison. And he is going to reposition. Spam this poison to scout anyone coming in. Reposition on the side here. I like this move from him. He doesn't know where they're coming in, so gets into a better spot to protect Roshan. Aegis will be claimed by Corey. It does come at the cost of a lot of map control. Naga Siren was farming as well as pushing lanes that entire time. Pipe now picked up from Doom, and this is it. We're 30 minutes in. I said if they don't get Raxus before 30 minutes with this BKB Pipe timing, they're in trouble. Well, I'll increase that window to like 35 minutes. Like maybe 30, yeah, 35 minutes, 36 when this Aegis expires. This Aegis, I feel like it needs to be Raxus for Zephyr. Otherwise, this Naga Siren late game, as well as the team fight, is going to be too much. If they don't get Raxus with this Aegis now, their only other option is to farm like 5 BKBs and play ultra late game. Maybe not 5 BKBs, 4 plus Purge, whatever he's going to buy. He's not going to go BKB himself, but even Blitz, I don't think he's really a good BKB hero, so I just feel their late game is their team fights. Like, you're going to have Death Prophet. Sure, you can have a Heart of Tarask and a lot of HP, more armor, but fighting's always going to be difficult. And MiTH Trust now see the push coming in. They have Observer Ward and Sentry in the lane here. Really useful to have those there. I don't think there's a gem. There is a Sentry Orb from Purge. We'll have to see if he gets a
Dire's middle
D-Ward off,
tower
because
is
denying
under
vision
attack.
from Myth Trust is crucial. This Observer Ward could
structures are
theoretically win
fortified.
Myth Trust the fight. Myth Trust are creep skipping a bit here, but this creep wave here is going to be the big one. This one needs to get piped up. They need to be, at the same time, Myth Trust need to try and illuminate, combine it with a Puck Orb to kill off this creep wave before any damage is done
Dire's middle
to their
tower
base.
is under attack.
There's your pipe. Protects the creep wave. Now into the high ground they go. Tier 3 tower does have a
Radiant
glyph available.
structures of Dire's
Creep
middle
wave's still alive.
tower
Nagasiren
has
hasn't
fallen.
TP back just yet. Kills off a tier 2 mid. No item pickups just yet. He's going for a Lincoln Sphere, it looks like. And now Blitz maybe going to think about the Exorcism. Neither team yet to engage. There's a blink stun. They've caught up Bambo. He hasn't got that BKB yet. Nice defensive disruption. Sanking's there, but he hasn't actually got an epicenter off. He gets doomed. No epicenter for you. Piping used by the Radiant team. Now that's the Centaur's pipe. Corey taking a lot of damage. Looks like he's going to go down. We'll have the respawn with the Aegis as well as a BKB on respawn. They have done absolutely no damage to these Raxes. Sanking's still alive somehow. He's duped. He's healing in the fountain. And now down goes Lakels. Does he have a buyback? He does. With this, I think Zephyr are going to have to back off. They've overstayed their welcome already. They need to be careful. They need not get caught out. There's your epicenter. Burrow striking from Boombell. Gets silenced up afterwards. Corey with a BKB will stay alive. Gets the kill on the Sand King. Now the chase is on. GB gets silenced up. They've killed the Puck as well, who also has to buy back. Where's Lakels? He's taking a lot of damage. He's going to go down for a second time. They don't have to back off. They killed Lakels twice. Sanking with no buyback, and I think Zephyr maybe found a way to break through Myth Trust. Myth Trust just with not the best execution, forced stuff away. The Impetus doing bonus damage from the distance broken, and Centaur now buys back. Zephyr going to get themselves some Raxes here. Big push here,
Radiant's top
huge base
barracks are
break,
under attack.
and Myth Trust, their ability to hold, it's just being brought into question here. I feel Nagasiren didn't actually go for the Lincoln Sphere, ball back there. I feel needed to buy something like a Reaver or Vitality Booster just for some raw HP. Instead gets punished for it, and Zephyr managed to somehow break through onto the high ground. I'm impressed by that, because I didn't think they had what it takes to push into the epicenter, the Centaur as well, and everything. But they got the Doom on the Centaur, the Doom on the Sand King in the first push. And that meant Myth Trust never comboed all their AoE together. It was just like, here, let's have Centaur and Puck go in first. And then their AoE didn't kill Zephyr. They heal up, they regroup. And it was like, okay, let's have Sand King going by himself. He only epicentered the Doom as well. And this also gives Zephyr not only a Rax's advantage, but suddenly, I think Enchantress as well as Doom are going to be working on a BKB. Enchantress practically has a BKB in 300, 400 gold. Doom, sitting on 2k gold. Maybe doesn't go BKB. Could go for something like an Assault Crest, but I think more BKBs the better. Not only BKBs, there's also Mionia completed now on the Mirana. So this game was very much in the balance. This right here was where Myth Trust, everything had been going their way. Teamfight after teamfight was being won. And then suddenly Zephyr got Roshan. That's where Myth Trust will say, man, we should not have given that Aegis. That Aegis for the Mirana is what sealed the deal there. They couldn't kill off the Mirana in that fight. Mirana did a lot of damage over time and ends up getting Zephyr the team fight. Well, Blitz. He's got himself Shiver's Guard to go with all his items. I do realize some people commenting on the stream. I'm using actually Merlini's setup here because everyone's away in Kiev, and we're also streaming WPC from our other studios, so we're kind of limited on computer setups for streaming. We can't use our main studio since we have no producer available. People away in Kiev with no K-pop here, with no LD, with no Merlini. So I'm just using Ben's streaming PC to cast these games. So I'm using his settings. It's not all really optimized for streaming, but hopefully you guys can bear with it. I can stretch it if I want, but
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
there we go. We'll stretch it out for you guys. I don't know how that looks. Well, big plays from Zephyr. They're still in this game. The defensive disruptions have been on point from Purge. To me, he's been almost the MVP of this game for Zephyr. He has kept his team in the game. The first Roshan with the disruption of the Sand King. That fight there, more clutch disrupts, and now we see Nagasiren with a Lincoln Sphere, but I don't think Spell Block is the problem. I think just raw survivability and HP is a bigger problem. Having like a harder Terrace maybe would have offered more survivability, but we'll see. We'll send some illusions behind. Courier. Okay, not going to get the Courier. He's trying to creep skip here, and the problem is Zephyr have lost their creep wave already. These illusions will clear off the next creep wave, so Zephyr are going to be waiting a long time to be able to push here. They'll see these Nagasiren's illusions and just get a big sigh right now going across the team. Boombell. He's got his Veil of Discord, so his damage output's a lot more impressive, but we saw last fight, he's getting doomed up, and focus down a lot. Whew. Well, I mean, you've got to farm Naga Siren, but you look at the next 4 in this net worth, all dire Zephyr heroes. At the same time, I feel like most of MiTH Trust have what they need. Like, I think it's a bit misleading, because MiTH Trust are all about the team fight. The only one hero who's missing an item is the Puck. You'd ideally have a Scythe, a Vice, a Hex on this Puck. And again, creep skipping Naga Illusions. They're going to take out this next creep wave, but there is one creep wave here, which I think they've got to pipe. Yep, they're going to pipe it. Illuminate going to deal with the pipe now. Exorcism getting cast here. They want to go on this tier 3 tower. The Mjolnir from Blitz. There's your Song of the Siren setup. Is there going to be an epicenter follow? Sand King is channeling this from the low ground. There is going to be a Centaur Stomp. The BKBs both getting popped in time. This will be a dead Shadow Demon. No defensive disruptions this time. Burrow Strike through from Boombell. Going to catch out Aosa. Not too many more. The Dream Call catches out a lot of heroes. Centaur the first to fall on the MiTH Trust side. Exorcism still doing damage. Looks like MiTH Trust being forced back. Blink. Hoof stop. Oiso catches out 2. What a play from the Zephyr. Doom. And that's going to be bottom Raxus. Buyback from the Keeper of the Light, but it looks like MiTH Trust. Their base has been broken. This is the second lane of Raxus. It looks like Zephyr are going to take game 2. It's not over just yet. They're sending a Naga once again. It's not over just yet. Illuminate going to go through. Not doing too much damage here. Lakel's being forced back to base. Keeper of the Light, full stuff after a Meccan. Arrow going to go following. That finds Lakel's. Lakel's may die. The Impetus will kill him in the fountain. He's got no buyback. Oh no. It's a disaster. Puck's trying to creep skip here at the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Enchantress got a second kill on the Keeper of the Light. This will be your Raxus. There's backdoor protection though. They need this top creep wave. It's coming. It's coming. It's on the high ground. You're good. Backdoor protection gone. They'll get bottom lane. They'll even swing mid, I imagine now. Sand King and Puck, the only 2 left standing. Blitz, no ulti for 45 seconds, but they do not need it, they say. Vlad's picked up by the Doom. A great little late game item pick up. Bonus damage, bonus armor, as well as bonus mana regen as well to go with everything. And they're looking nice and good here. It looks like they will get the Mega Creeps. Naga Siren still dead for 30 seconds. It's got to happen now if MiTH Trust want to do anything, but there's no Epicenter. There's no Dream Call. They've got nothing. This is Mega Creeps. This is GG. Zephyr have taken game 2. It looks like we will go to a game 3. They're not going to call GG just yet. Now they will. Lakel's taps out. Zephyr take game 2, guys. We're going to a game 3. Great comeback out of the Korean Americans. What a way to turn things around here. Boy, oh boy. That was an impressive game from Zephyr, I gotta say. They really upped the ante there. MiTH Trust, I gotta say, a couple sloppy team fights. They really did not defend towers well. And when you look at the lineup they had, Sand King, Puck, Keeper of the Light, and Centaur, they had 3 Blink Initiators combined with the Keeper of the Light Illuminate, and they struggled to defend towers. They really had some... They kept getting caught out. They kept getting punished. Zephyr took all the opportunities that were presented to them, but you still gotta look at MiTH Trust and say they made a few big crucial mistakes, and Lakel's as well. I mean, getting caught out in some of those fights. I'm not entirely sure that late game Link has really offered a whole lot as well. He just didn't get the farm up he needed, and 37 minutes in the game as a Naga Siren, you need to be top of that net worth, not just by a small amount. You need to be sitting on 25k plus net worth. 6 slotted at 40 minutes is kind of the aim of the game for a Naga Siren, but instead, it's going to be a 1 game for Zephyr. We're going to a game 3, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit, casting the Inaugural. Unfortunately, not in Kiev for the Starlight Land Finals, but getting to cast some great SEA versus Korea Dota here. So if you want to follow and support me, give me any feedback, you can tweet at me at BTSGods or post on my Facebook, facebook.com/BTSGods as well. But for now, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Game 3, Zephyr vs MiTH Trust is coming your way. Don't go anywhere.